The city that never sleeps was unusually restless that evening. Millions of New Yorkers had gathered in Times Square, their eyes fixed on a massive boxing ring set up in the center. The air buzzed with anticipation and excitement, and the spectacle was about to begin. Two of the most formidable heroes in the world were about to face off in an unprecedented match. On one side of the ring stood Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, his red and gold armor gleaming under the bright lights. On the other side, Bruce Banner, having transformed into the Incredible Hulk, towered over everyone with his massive green frame, muscles bulging, ready to unleash his might. The event was organized to raise funds for charity, but it had become much more than that. It was a showdown between brains and brawn, technology versus raw power. The crowd roared as Iron Man stepped into the ring, his thrusters emitting a low hum. He waved confidently, his face shield lifted, revealing a grin that was half amusement, half challenge. The Hulk, meanwhile, looked around, his enormous fists clenched, eyes blazing with the determination to win. Despite their friendship, both knew there was no holding back today. The bell rang, signaling the start of the bout. Round one began with Hulk charging forward like a freight train. Iron Man, quick on his feet and aided by his suit's thrusters, dodged Hulk's initial blow, a punch that could have flattened a truck. The ground shook as Hulk's fist missed its mark and collided with the ring floor, leaving a crater. Iron Man retaliated with a quick series of punches, his metal gloves sparking with energy. Each punch landed on Hulk's chest, causing him to stagger slightly. "Is that all you got, Banner?" Tony taunted through his suit speakers, dodging another swing from Hulk. Hulk responded with a roar that echoed through the streets of New York, sending a chill down the spines of onlookers. He grabbed Iron Man by the arm and hurled him across the ring like a rag doll. Iron Man crashed into the ropes, his suit's repulsor thrusters flaring to steady him before he fell out of the ring. "All right, no more Mr. Nice Guy," Tony muttered to himself, activating the suit's power gauntlets. With a quick adjustment, he flew back into the fray, delivering a powerful uppercut to Hulk's jaw. The impact sent shockwaves rippling through the air, and the crowd gasped. Round after round, the two titans exchanged blows. Hulk's raw strength was unmatched. Every hit he landed shook Tony to his core. But Tony was cunning, using his agility and the advanced capabilities of his suit to avoid most of Hulk's crushing attacks. By the seventh round, both fighters were showing signs of exhaustion. Hulk's punches were slower, his breath ragged. Iron Man's armor was dented and scratched, and his power levels were starting to dip. But Tony Stark was a strategist at heart, and he had been studying Hulk's every move. With a burst of speed, Iron Man flew upward, evading a desperate swing from Hulk. He then unleashed a barrage of repulsor blasts, targeting Hulk's legs to throw him off balance. The blasts were not enough to hurt Hulk badly, but they made him stumble, his footing becoming unstable. Seizing the moment, Iron Man delivered a series of quick jabs followed by a powerful overhand right that sent Hulk crashing to the ground. The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices mixing with the blaring horns of the city. Hulk struggled to get back up, shaking his head dazed. But Tony wasn't about to let up. He knew he had to end this now. With all the energy he could muster, Iron Man delivered a final, earth-shattering punch, amplified by his suit's remaining power. It connected squarely with Hulk's jaw, sending him flying across the ring. Hulk hit the ropes and fell to the ground, motionless. The referee began the count. 1, 2, 3. The tension in the air was palpable. 8, 9, 10. The bell rang, and the crowd exploded into applause and cheers. Iron Man, breathing heavily, raised his arm in victory, his suit's systems whirring down as he approached Hulk. The Green Giant began to revert back to Bruce Banner, who opened his eyes, looking up at Tony with a tired but respectful smile. "You did good, Banner," Tony said, extending a hand. Bruce took it, and Tony helped him up. "You too, Stark," Bruce replied, still catching his breath. "Just don't make me angry next time." They both chuckled, and the crowd continued to cheer for the victorious Iron Man. Cameras flashed, capturing the moment for eternity. The two heroes, still friends despite the epic showdown, raised their hands together in a sign of unity and sportsmanship. In the heart of New York City, under the dazzling lights of Times Square, Iron Man had emerged victorious. But in the eyes of the world, they were both winners. Champions who had given the city and the world a show they would never forget. As they walked out of the ring, Tony turned to Bruce. "So, what's next? Maybe a chess match?" Bruce laughed. "Sure, Tony, but only if you let me use my brains this time." And with that, the two friends walked off, leaving behind a buzzing crowd and a city forever changed by the clash of its greatest heroes.